Let's move on to patch number 5. So let's close patch 4 plugin window, and Command equals brings up my mix window, and let's click on the plugin slot for patch number 5. There's the Reason Rack plugin again, and the name of this one is called Tremtractor. So we're going to be using Subtractor and LFO2 to create tremolo, changes in amplitude. Okay, so let's just jump right in and let's listen to our audio model. And play that again, and notice we start with a straight tone and gradually add tremolo as we play into the tone. Okay, so that's going to be our goal. Let's go ahead and listen to what we've got in Subtractor. And let me drop that and unmute this. Okay, so our goal is to somehow figure out how to modulate the level control here to create that tremolo. Let's focus on LFO2 because we're changing amplitude. We're modulating amplitude, and the only LFO we can do that with is LFO2 where it says amp. So let's go ahead and make amplitude our destination. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead now and change our rate, see what we get. Nothing until I increase the amount. Let's bring that rate up a bit. 70 is a good setting for this patch. And let's go ahead and bring that up to 80 here. 81's close enough. Now let's listen to our model again. And you'll notice we start with a straight tone. Let's listen to our Tremtractor programming. And what I've got to do is I've got to use my delay control to delay the onset of the amount. So I'm going to set that up to about 64, 65, right? Let's hear what we've got. Okay, let's compare our audio model. And let's compare that with our programming. And I think we've got it. Okay? All right, so there we are. That completes our programming for LFOs and Reason Subtractor using LFO1, LFO2, the Mod Wheel, creating vibrato, tremolo, modulating the filter cutoff frequency using both the LFO, and also controlling it using the modulation wheel. Let's wrap up by saving our individual Subtractor patches. First, how do we save them? What do we name them? That's going to be covered, again, in that PDF file that is inside the Pro Tools project folder. So let's go ahead and open that up. There we go. And again, on page 1, at the beginning, it tells you how to rename your project folder, rename your session file. But the individual patches, that's the last step right here. So saving the sound, save each of your Subtractor patches, name the 5 patches 1 through 5 as follows. Okay, so let's just do a couple of them to get started. And we'll save them to our Pro Tools project folder so we can hand those in. All right, let's go ahead and get Pro Tools back up to the center. So there, and get Reason back there. And this is our first Subtractor, Vibrato Tractor. So we'll be naming that one last name Vibrato. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and look for the floppy disk icon right here next to the patch name. Click there and brings up the Save Patch window. And we'll call this one last name vibrato. And if you're able, or if you're pretty good with navigating, here we are, our LFR. This is our source project folder right there. I can navigate to that one and save them right to the folder. Or if I want to, I can, maybe go up one and save it back to the desktop and then just drag everything from the desktop into the folder. It really just depends how good you are at navigating around your Finder and your desktop as far as where you want to save them. So save them wherever you want to, but they need to end up in your project folder. I'm just going to save them into the project folder here, so I'll just double click that. Last name vibrato, save. There we go there. Let's go ahead and do number 2. And this one is called last name mod vibrato, so we'll call this one here. Oops. And I don't want to erase the .z by p extension, so okay, I got that one. The next one is going to be last name sync, so let's go ahead and get patch number 3. Good, got that one. Let's do number 4. And that's going to be last name filter wheel. Okay. Oops. Don't want to do that because I erased when I did that, it deleted the .zyp extension. I just want to do the patch name. Okay. And finally, last name trem. Okay. So there we go there. And we got that. Okay, so all our patches are saved. We're ready to go and save and quit our work. So I'm going to go ahead here, close everything. I feel pretty good about it. I'll go ahead and mute that track, one final track there. And I'll mute that. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, Command S to save our work. Command Q to quit. There we go. And I'll quit preview. And there we go. There's my saved work in there. There are all my patches ready to go there. The only thing I'll do is, of course, just click once there to open up that field and put in your last name and the lab number. And of course, also make sure that you do the same thing. Click on the project folder, hit return, and then we'll open up the dialog box to change that to your last name and the lab number for this lab. You're good to go there. Just right click on it, compress, and turn in the compressed file to OneDrive, and you're good to go. All right, I think that's it.